Yep. Y'all already know who it is. What's going on, y'all? It's King Ade with the Wizards Review. Man, you know, you hear the beat in the back, man. You know what I mean? I had to play that welcome back. Man, I didn't think I'd ever get back on here, you know what I mean? It's been a minute, man. But it's good to be back on, man. Unfortunately, I'm here with a loss, man, and we just gotta get right into it. I mean, I'm not really happy right now, but you know, we're gonna get into it, man. So, if it's the first time you've been with me, man, the way I started is if we won a game, if the Wizards win a game, then I start with what I didn't like, and I end with what I did like. And if the Wizards lose, I start with what I did like, and I end with what I didn't like. So, since we lost, I'm gonna start with what I did like. So, let's get into it. So, initially, off jump, at the beginning of the game, I liked how we started. I liked the energy. The Spurs started slow. Our offense was running crisp. I liked how they started getting Westbrook in the paint. They started posting him up in the paint at the beginning of the game. I was hoping they would do that all game, but he was effective when he was down there. So I did like that. I like Alex Len, the new addition at center. He came in, he had a couple of turnovers and stuff like that, but for a first game and us being so short-handed, I thought he handled himself well. I like Garrison Matthews hitting threes here and there, throughout the game. He was aggressive. He wasn't afraid to put the three up, so I definitely like that. And I like Jerome Robinson. He played well tonight. So that's basically, of course I like Beal. He was consistent, another 30-point plus game. So of course I like that. But really, that's really kind of like all that I liked about the game. I'm trying to think about what else, we had a couple of good stretches throughout the game, but, overall we lost the game. But that's really all I really liked about the game. The first quarter, the beginning of the first quarter, because we kind of fell apart towards the end. But the way we started the game, I just wish we kept that energy. But it's kind of hard with being so short-handed. So again, those are the things I like. So let's go into the things I didn't like. And speaking of the end of the first quarter, I didn't like the beginning of the second quarter. We started slow. We let them get back in the game. We let them take the lead. I didn't like that. And then Beal, although he scored 31, he looked rusty tonight. He was shooting the shot short, turning the ball over a little bit too much in key times. He was still consistent, and we still definitely need him. So I'm not going to come for him and say like he had a terrible game, but he wasn't at his sharpest, especially in the first half. He kind of picked it up starting the second half, but he wasn't as sharp as it could have been. I didn't like the three-point defense. Again, that is the reason we lose a lot of our games. The three-point defense. We turn the ball over a lot. We turn the ball over a lot. Those are the three-point defense and turnovers is the reason we lose games over and over again. And it happened again tonight. So when we have those two things happen in one game, that's a recipe for disaster, and that always happens. So I definitely didn't like that. And the second most thing I didn't like was this fourth quarter run that the Spurs went on to close us out. So we was fighting all game, and again, we were short-handed. The team could have got tired. There was new players on the team, so there's no excuses in the pros. So I don't want to say there's an excuse, but for us to just play so hard for the majority of the game and then just give it away like that in the fourth quarter was very disheartening. And they gotta just. They've been off for a while, So I'm not going to come for them crazy, but that's unacceptable. That can't happen again. We got to be more consistent. We got to be more consistent. And the thing, I had to save it for last. I had to save this for last because when I was doing my stat review of the game and I was looking at the box score, there was just something I couldn't believe it, man. And I had to share it with y'all so y'all can see what I saw. You know what I mean? Because I just couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna go right into it right now. Let me show you the box score. You know what I mean? Let me show you the box score. So this is what I saw, man. Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean? A -20. A plus minus. A -20. He on the floor. We lost by 20 points. He had a -20. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even gotta say no more. I'm not gonna say that we lost by 20 because of him. But you saw it. I showed you what I couldn't believe it myself. That's why I had to show y'all. You know what I mean? A -20. We lost the game by 20. He started the game off. I like the way he started. Again, in the paint, going to the basket, making the right plays. But as the game, this happened this whole year. As the game goes on, he starts turning the ball over a little bit too much, taking bad shots. And then when it gets to the fourth quarter, crunch time, when he tries to do too much, because we usually down. So he tries to do too much to try to get us back in the game. You know what I mean? But that's when that's when all the wheels fall off, man. And that's kind of what contributed to the 12-0 run in the fourth quarter. It's just bad decision making, bad shots, bad turnovers. You know what I mean? So I knew that he turned the ball over. And, you know, like, I thought he turned it over more than 4 times for real, the way that it felt. But it just like when he was in the game today, you know what I mean? Again, he started off well, but as the game kept going on and on, he just started to fall apart, man. I don't know if he was still hurt and we needed to have him on a team to play because we didn't have enough bodies. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if he's not 100%. But all I know is, man, he can't play. Like, if he's going to play like that, he can't be on the floor. He is a momentum killer, man. And I got mad love for Russ, man, but he is not looking good, man. It's looking like Houston got us for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm seeing Wall, you know what I mean? You know, he didn't have a good game, like, shooting-wise last night, but the team won against Dallas, you know what I mean? They looking good out there, man, you know what I mean? So I don't want to just feel like, man, we got bamboozled out here, but I don't know what's going on with Westbrook, man. He's not the same player, man. And he got, like, what are we, 3-9? We're 3-9 now? He got to get it together, man. He's a max player, $40 million a year. And he looking like that? I mean, I was trying to defend him. I was trying to say, yo, you know, I know he's been playing bad, but for us to make that push, he got to be on the team. He got to play. That's what I was saying. Like, even though we were playing better without him on the court, I was just saying, like, yeah, maybe in the short term, but in the long run, we're going to need him when it counts. But after, man, I just don't like what I'm seeing from him, man. And I'm just going to keep it a buck, man. I don't like what I'm seeing from him, man. I don't know if he's still hurt, but if he is, maybe he needs to sit some more games, man. I mean, he had a whole week plus off. For him to come back looking like that, you know what I mean? Turning the ball over the way he did, the bad shots, the frantic play, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't rub off well with the rest of the team, man. And I just feel like the energy falls on the team in a negative way, man. Because, again, the fourth quarter, he was in the game when they went on that 12-0 run. That killed us and put us away at the end of the game, man. So, I don't know, man. Scott Brooks gonna have to have a talk, man. For real, they're gonna have to have a talk because Bill is, you know, he's our star, man. You know what I'm saying? And so many rumors, so many people talking about, like, if he gets too fed up, he's gonna request a trade and all that. And you know, you don't want to see a player like him waste his good years, waste his prime, and we're not winning. You know what I mean? So, I just hope that we can just get it together, man. But we're 3-9. We were off. You know what I mean? So again, we had a lot of players off that didn't play tonight, so that contributed to why we lost. But there were just trends that, even if we had our players that were still continuing, that I was seeing throughout this game that concerned me. And I'm still like, I don't know what we're going to do, man. So we just got to tighten up, man. So, you know, our next game, as a matter of fact, against the Rockets. So we're going to get to see John Wall. You know what I mean? So, man, we're going to have to step it up because you know he's going to come out with a vengeance. You know how he get down. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. So that's basically it, man. You know what I mean? I'm just hoping that we, again, next game, we just come back more focused. Westbrook, you know what I mean? He just needs to slow down. If he's still hurt, maybe he needs to sit down. I don't know, but he has to play better, point blank period. And hopefully we get some bodies back. We a much deeper team. Again, I like the additions that we added with Lynn and you know, Winston played tonight. You know what I mean? He looked decent. You know what I mean? So I like our depth if everybody's there and we're playing good. We're playing efficient, crisp offense. Our right defense, because we're never going to be a great defensive team, but if we can play our right defense with crisp offense, we should be able to do some things, man. But we got to stop turning the ball over. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, if you like the content, man, I would definitely appreciate you all subscribing. You can find us, again, on YouTube, The Wizards Review. You can find us on Twitter, @Wizards Review. You can find us on Facebook, @The Wizards Review. And you can also find me, King Ade DMV. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. And if you all play NBA 2K Next Gen on the Xbox XRS, you can find me running around the park, King Ade DMV. You know what I mean? You catch me on the South Cities. You know what I mean? You catch me with the South City Viper Sports. You know what I mean? That's where you're going to find me for the most part. Alright? So anyway, man, I hope you enjoyed, man. Welcome back. You know what I mean? Hopefully we don't have any more delays. Any more hiatuses. Alright? Anyway, man, have a good night. I'll see you next game. Alright? Peace.